All right, everybody. I hope this is working. It worked yesterday. So this is it. This is where they did. Oh, there's already one person. You're the first one. Tell me if you can hear me, if you can see me fine, because this is all very, very, very new to me. Of course it is. So that is the tank section that they cryo tested yesterday. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Can you hear me? Give me the hear check, because this is all very new. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, hey, hey. Very good. Hi from Austria. Very cool. All right. I'm just standing next to the tank section that they cryo tested yesterday, and I had a chat with Boca Chica girl. She's right next to us right now, but she does not want to be on camera, which I can understand, and I'll respect that. So she's taking pictures right now with her huge. She's got this tele lens. It's a huge setup, and she's trying to pick up anything new. And I've talked to her already, and we both agree on that the test yesterday worked just fine. It didn't pop, and it didn't do anything out of the ordinary, I'd say, which is hard to say, of course, because SpaceX does not tell us their schedules and their goals for the tests. We always have to wait for Elon to say anything, but he has not said anything yet. So yeah, no boom so far. Miko, thanks for showing up. And Mike's right here too. Give me a second. I'll just spin the camera for you. He's got his comfy chair right there. Hey, look at that. And he's got his binoculars. And we've already spotted a few things. And the tank just looks really, really good right now. There is no apparent damage, no nothing. Yesterday it was all frosted. I don't know if you've seen the streams that Padre had a stream up with Kevin co-hosting. And I watched that for a while, and it all looked good. And from our meetup place, give me a second, I'll spin the camera again. From all the way over there in the distance, you can see these tall houses in the haze. It's pretty small. It's straight ahead. That's South Padre Island, and we had a meetup there yesterday. Switch the camera again, and we could see the cryogenic testing from the restaurant where we were. That's what's special about this place right now. We could see the cryogenic testing going on over there from the restaurant, and watched it and saw the frosting and the venting on top and everything worked fine. So hey, Aaron, good to thanks for showing up. That's pretty good. I'm not PewDiePie, no. I'm close to it though. I am from Europe, and my name is Felix, so we got something in common. So yeah, like every day right now, I just drove up with the car, sitting right there, and we're next to where everything happens. We saw some Carls or Ralphs, I don't know. They were at the construction site having their dinner party, and they waved over. Looked like they know who I am. That would be cool. And my guess is they don't know what they're doing here right now. I mean, they have a plan of what they're doing there right now, but they don't know the implications, I think, how this is going to change Boca Chica and the whole area. And it's something. If this takes off, it's gonna change the world, basically, and it's gonna change the area vastly. Like I said on yesterday's live stream, Boca Chica International Airport is a really small airport, and there's not that much going on in Boca Chica either. And they're right now building a new terminal, or actually a new airport for SpaceX. The motel that I'm staying at recently got a makeover, and it got sold to a big chain, and that's because of SpaceX, because everybody expects SpaceX to change the area, and I'm pretty sure they're right. There's so much going on here. There's noise everywhere, everybody's working, everybody's busy doing things, and I mean, let me switch the camera again to give you a better overview of the area itself. So over there, these large black tanks are mostly, I think they're mostly water tanks. Some of them are methane and oxygen tanks, but that's not being used right now. They're using liquid nitrogen, which is in the white tanks. The one you can see right there that's a liquid nitrogen tank, and they use the liquid nitrogen because it's inert. It doesn't do any damage if something pops, which it's been popping quite good recently. For example, over there, this is. You see these lines in the mud over there? That's where they dragged all the pieces out from the last test when they had the full tank section. Again, on the stand, serial number 2, or what you want to call it, serial number 1.5. I'm not too sure anymore what to call these because they are so quick in building them. But these drag lines here is where all the stuff lands, and they have to drag it out again and bring it back to the launch site, which is right over there. That's the incredible thing. Is you can stand right next to it, and that is going to change pretty soon. I'm pretty sure that this is Highway 4 here. Leading all the way down to the beach over there. That's if you see these cars at the end, that's basically where the beach starts, and next it's going to be small on your screens probably, but behind that is where the Atlantic Ocean waves, or actually the Gulf of Mexico, the waves just crash on the coast. That's it. That's all there is. And there's the birds sitting on the fence, and it's surrounded by nature everywhere. If you look around here, you find a beautiful natural refugee, I'd call it. It's or refuge. There you go. It's nature everywhere around, and it's a very, very remote place to build such a large rocket. But that's how NASA started at the Cape. I did a lot of tours recently in Florida, as you might have noticed, and we checked out the whole Cape. Everything around it, and all the launch pads. And one of the tour guides said that when NASA arrived there in the 1950s, there were some fishermen living on the island, and there was nothing going on, nothing special. And nowadays, it's the center of the rocket industry in the world. There are other places launching rockets, but nothing like the Cape. And that's maybe what Boca Chica is going to turn into if everything goes right. It might well be. So that's crazy. Okay, now let me read a little bit of the chat here. It's a bit difficult on the phone. Do you think it will be possible to work in Boca Chica as a German, non-US citizen? Hard, because Americans are really strict with non-US citizens. I can't even get a social invitation at the Cape, no matter what I do, no matter how many subscribers I have. They will never let me into the social invitations. I could get a press registration, which I will probably do, media registration, and then I might be able to get, there was some venting going on there, something, I don't know. I might get a press registration and then get access to that, but if you're not a US citizen, they are very strict with that over here. So, probably not. Have you always been into space as a kid, or did it come to you as an adult? No, yes, I've always been into space. One of my earliest memories of watching movies is the original Star Wars trilogy. I was like 6 years old when I watched that, and I've always been into sci-fi. I've always been into space as soon as I could understand what a rocket is and how it is built. And yeah, from there on, I bought my first telescope and dove deeper into the rabbit hole of space and astronomy and all that kind of stuff. I never studied it because in my 20s, I was doing this and doing that, and I had a good time, and then the kids came, and I had to provide for the family, and it was already too late to go into the space industry or become an astronomer by profession or something like that. And so I chose to go into something different, and then yeah, as you all know, at one point I started recording my first episode about my hobby, and here I am streaming from Boca Chica right now, which is really awesome. Can you see inside the tents from your point of view? Which tents? There are no tents here. This is the launch site. And the problem is, I hope that Gene is going to show up pretty soon, South Padre. And he's going to probably, thank you very much for the super chat, by the way. He's going to probably do a live stream with me. And he knows how to stream from the construction site. Even though I have the same SIM card from T-Mobile, mine won't work over there. Mine only works over here. So, and there are no tents over here. But There's a shiny tank section over there, and let me just zoom in for you guys so you get the better view of what this is. Sitting right there on the, well, it's a jig, it's not really a launch mount. We always call it launch mount, but now that I've seen it for real, it really isn't the launch mount. So it's a jig, and it's sitting on the jig, and they have stuff attached under it. It's really hard to tell from here. We'll have to wait for Boca Chica gal's pictures because she's got the tele lens. But this has been cryogenically tested yesterday. I don't know how far they went. There's no official news on that yet, so any speculations you might have heard might probably be wrong because there is no official information. I even talked to Boca Chica gal 10 minutes ago, and she said, nope, there is nothing. And she's pretty well informed, let me tell you that. So, yeah. Hello to Brazil. Very nice of you to show up. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's it. That's the thing. The frost is gone, and the liquid nitrogen is already out, and the straps are gone too. So I don't know what's going to happen next. They might take it off. They might leave it on for another test. But the test yesterday seemed to work just fine. Nothing popped, nothing got damaged, nothing that I could see or tell from the outside. The new puck might have worked. And that would be awesome because that would mean they could finally continue. Hello, everybody. Very nice. Portugal, Norway, thank you very much for showing up. Do you know the status on the launch mount on LC39A for Super Heavy? Yes, I drove by 4 or 5 times and I took lots of pictures. The patrons have already seen some of it, and I'm gonna use that for episodes. And there are new parts there, but the progress is slow, to say the least. It is evolving and progressing, but if it's gonna progress at this speed, it's gonna take a while. But I think they're just gonna focus on Boca Chica right now. The focus is on Boca Chica. It's not on Florida. And the 20-kilometer test that's gonna happen here, right in the Texan sky, up above the launch site. This is so incredible. I wish they would do that tonight. I would watch that for sure. But they are focusing on Boca Chica, that's the thing. So Florida is not high up on their list right now for Starship. It is up on the list for Crew Dragon, of course, which is going to happen hopefully May 7th. And for every other launch they're doing right now, basically. Everything they're doing right now, launch-wise, is the Cape. And this is where they're building the Starship. And where they're going to launch the Starship, for now, at least. And I have some good news for all those who like the Starhopper over there, because that thing is sitting on concrete pads. I didn't know that. Let me just walk over, and I'm going to try to avoid the security guard that is there, so I'm pointing the camera away until I'm over there. And the Starhopper is sitting on concrete pads. It's not just sitting by the road, and it looks like it's been mounted to these concrete pads. So it might stay there as a mascot, which I really, really like. I would want them to keep it. And now I'm past the security guy or Carl or there. See these feet? Those are concrete pads that have been put here for Starhopper, and you wouldn't do that if you would want to get rid of it soon. And that is really, really cool. I hope they're gonna keep this, because this Starhopper, let me try to zoom out again a bit more. This Starhopper is epic. I mean, look at this. This is history, and it should be preserved, in my opinion. And I hope SpaceX is going to do exactly that. That thing is awesome. Yeah, it's a giant R2-D2, I agree, but it is historical already, and I really, really hope that they're going to keep it. It is a bit rusty. It's because it's right next to the sea, as I told you, over there in the distance. Let me zoom in on that for you. Avoid the car again. I'll wait for it to drive by because I really don't want to film any license plates and stuff like that. So I'm sorry for the little shaky view here, but there we go. Look at that over there. See? Right in the middle of these cars. That's the ocean. And it looks rusty because it's in the sea, in the salt water. The spray from the ocean comes right over here. It's not too far away, and on a windy day or a stormy day even, it's going to blow over here, and that's why it's rusting already. Still though, it is an epic sight to see, in my opinion. They removed a lot of parts too. The metal that was in between these leg support structures, they removed that because it was dangling in the wind, and it was just for the looks anyway, so they removed those. And a little bit of the plumbing is gone, but not too much. And this is the thing, that's what we all saw fly not too long ago, which is incredible in my opinion that they made this thing fly. It's just ridiculous. Really, really cool. Epic stuff they're doing here. So that is the tank section, and right next to it is the Starhopper. So that is really, really close to each other. There's the famous SpaceX van again, the RV. Who knows what they're doing with that. And there's a lot of bent jigs behind this. I'm gonna lift you up real quick. Should be back. There we go. I'm sorry. That was my mobile plan that had consumed all the data. I put it on unlimited now. So I spent bucks for you to see this again. That's what you have to deal with when you travel with your German SIM card. Your provider will tell you that the limit is reached pretty quick. But this is on unlimited now. So there we go. What was I talking about? Okay, the jigs over there, they're all bent. And I was answering some sort of question, but I forgot. Could you tell me again? I forgot. I was changing the plan. Thank you very much for the super chat. Oh, you guys are writing too quick. I couldn't even read it. Yeah, I'm thinking about moving to Florida. As I said on my last live stream, it could well be that I'll be moving here pretty quick. So, yeah, and not to Boca Chica, of course, because I don't know, raising 3 kids out in the nowhere in Texas. I don't know about that, but I'm gonna move to Florida probably and make that rather quick because I'm enjoying the place. I've been to the States many times before, but it is picking up so much at the Cape right now. You look forward to the footage I did of Blue Origin. It's crazy what they're building there. I know there are plenty of you out there who say that they haven't even launched a rocket yet, but you should see the infrastructure they're building there. It's double the size of what NASA has there. And you wouldn't do that if you weren't serious about your rockets. So expect a lot of stuff from Blue Origin, expect a lot more from SpaceX, and there's a lot of stuff happening at the Cape right now, and I just don't want to miss it. So I'm probably going to move to Florida, yeah. Near the factory and upload later. Yeah, I will. I've recorded already, and I'm gonna put that into an episode. I'm pretty busy shaking hands and meeting people here, so excuse me for not producing an episode while I'm out here. It's just too busy, and it's my last day too. So I'm gonna be leaving tomorrow early in the morning, 6 in the morning. The flight takes off, and yeah, I want to use the time to have some fun and see the people. I learned English at a very, very young age. That's why my English is better than the average German English. Thank you for the super chat. It is. I started learning English when I was 3 or 4 years old, and I've been to the States many times. I've got a sister here and a brother. And sister is in Milwaukee, brother is in New York, and I've had a lot of contact with the American culture before, so my English is that's why it's so good. I had another super chat. I'm going to scroll up again. There you go. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much for the data plan compensation. That is actually about what it costs to go live again. It's a 24-hour thing. I can click it and it costs $20 and I got 24 hours of unlimited data. So now it's not going to go away again. And thank you very much for covering that. It is very annoying for me to do this all the time, but that's how it is when you're traveling with a SIM card. It's just, and then you go live and it consumes a lot of bandwidth, of course. Yeah, interview with Elon would be great. Oh, my wife is here. Thank you very much for showing up. You didn't miss it this time. And send me emails. Yes, you're free to send me emails. It's also you can also find that email address that she just sent out to you. You can find that at on the channel. If you click on information and you want to do business with me or whatever, it's a kind of stupid button, but you can click it and it'll show you an email address. And you can, if you've got thoughts or ideas or just want to say hi, send me an email, send me a tweet, send me a comment, of course. Thank you very much for the super chat. yeah, I'm happy with it too. It's it's on the list of best things I've done in my life. It's in doing the YouTube channels in position number 3, which is really high up because I've done a lot of stuff in my life. Number 1 is my wife, number 2 is my children, and number 3 is what about it? And I'm sure enjoying what I'm doing here right now. It's a blast, and you all enable me to do this, and so thank you very, very much. There's not too much happening here right now. They're moving around. As you can see, there's a forklift moving, doing something, and there's lots of people working under it, but it's really, really hard to tell from here what they are doing there. So, see there? I'm gonna zoom in again. Let me, it's a pinch zoom, so I'm sorry for if it's a little wacky or something, but the gyro stabilizer does a real good job of giving you a pretty steady, drifting to the right, there you go, a pretty steady view. No shaking and things like that. That's what it's really. I got the idea from Gene from South Padre. He told me how he does his streams, and I instantly bought this. It's a DJI Mobile 3 something. It's really, really good, by the way. If you want a good three-way gimbal stabilizer for your smartphone, this thing is it. Its battery life is insane. I've charged it once in 1.5 weeks, and I've done a lot of recording, and it's super easy to use, and it does a great job. And I just attached my wireless microphone on top. I'll switch the camera again. Give me a second. There we go. As you can see here, that's the microphone I normally use for my episodes, and I've got that down here on the belt. There you go, that's the thing. And it's a wireless microphone, so I attached the other part of it just on the camera, so now I can walk around and talk with you with this really convenient setup. And thank you, Gene, for telling me how you do this. No date on the static fire because right now they're still busy with the tanks, as you can see. This test so far went just fine. My head is in the trunk. This test, just give me a second. The test just went fine. So we're gonna have to proceed from here on. That's the problem. They always have a new problem they're facing. This time it was the thrust puck, and we honestly, I didn't even know that there was a thrust puck before. I knew what the thrust structure is and what an engine bay is and so on, but a thrust puck, I've never heard of that. So that's the problem. I talked to Boca Chica gal about that too. It is really hard to figure out what they're doing next and what they're planning next. And so if this test brought the result that SpaceX wants, they're gonna build another tank section, and they're gonna put the engines under it and do the static fire. I'll be gone by then, which is a sad thing, but that's how it is, and I'll make an episode about it, maybe even live stream it, but it's really hard to tell when that's gonna happen. That's the problem. They seem to have fixed the thrust puck problem. We have no official news about it yet, but the test yesterday didn't show any problems. I'm not Turkish, I'm German. So okay, I'm gonna go to the trunk with you guys and show you Gene's helmet. Oh, helmet, yeah, right. Gene's hat. It is more like a helmet to me. So this is the thing. And I've been texified with this. I'm gonna switch the camera again. Give me a second. And put this thing on for you. Gene gave me this, yep. It's South Padre who did it. And howdy. Howdy, everybody. That's the Texan Felix. I have to hold it down because it's very windy today. But that's it. I'm from Texas now. Look at me. That is awesome. And Gene gave it to me yesterday at the meetup and at South Padre, and I got a Texas flag too from somebody made out of wood, and I made everybody sign on it. So that's going to be something that goes into the. There's a truck coming in right now. Oh, it's pulling in here. Oh, look at this. See, that's what you see when you're here. That's liquid nitrogen. It just arrived.
15.
That's pretty awesome. Give me a second, I'll put the hat again so I can move around. But that's it, yeah. That stuff kind of arrives every day and every minute. It's a Monday, so they're really busy. And you can see them if you have the chance or are close to this place, come over, because there, my guess is that Highway 4 is not going to be open forever. And as soon as Boca Chica Village is, the nitrogen truck is backing up. And as soon as Boca Chica Village is cleared, which is going to be pretty soon, yeah, they're probably going to close down Highway 4, and you won't be able to see what I am seeing right now anymore. So that truck's pretty loud, I'm sorry for that. But it basically means if you want to look at this so close, you should better hurry, because this is going to be not for long anymore, I guess. There's the truck's moving over there, and it's just going to back in, and they're going to fill the tanks again in preparation for a next test, and who knows what that's going to be. So make it quick if you want to come over, if you want to see this. It's not going to be for long anymore. That's pretty much for sure. Yeah. Twist the camera up again because there's a car moving by. There you go. There's another car coming in. Don't want to film these guys because they might have a problem with that. All right. Is there a fixed launch date for the first Crew Dragon? There is not. May 7th is what I know, but it's not a fixed date. We'll have to wait for this. I think Chris G told me from NASA Spaceflight, he told me that it could also be late April, but I'm not too sure it was him, so don't quote me on that. But it's May 7th is the rough date so far. Where the head to want a burger. Yeah, it's awesome here. It's really, really awesome here. It's crazy that you can come up so close to all of this and at the same time be able just to go down to the beach and have a nice walk. It is just a surreal scenery. Still working under it. I'm gonna zoom in again. Here, give me a second. There you go. You see the workers right under the tank, and the liquid nitrogen tank is pulling the nitrogen truck is pulling in right now. So that's a sign for me that they might do another pressure test on the tank. Otherwise they wouldn't. They only need the nitrogen for these pressure tests. So well, it might be the preparation for the next test already. Somebody's fixing a light up there on the container, as you can see over there. There you go. That's these big floodlights that we see turn off every time when the tank sections bust. You can see them go dark instantly because of the vapor passing by. That's these lights. They're all over the place. They also have some weather stations up here. That could be interesting for you to see. These guys here are to measure the weather. The wind direction and the wind speed and all that kind of stuff is measured on site. Going on the tank section again. There we go. Yep. Check Elon's tweets. What did he tweet something? Just now. Wait. I've got to scroll. Don't write so fast. Serial number 2 with thrust puck passed cryo pressure and engine thrust load tests last late night. So my guess was right. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, I'm sorry. I pressed the wrong button. That all can happen. No, it's all good. I just pressed the wrong button. So thank you for forwarding the tweet. So yeah, my guess was right. It doesn't look like it's damaged, and everything went fine yesterday. And that would be a good thing, because then they could start building a full tank section again and make sure that the thing is not gonna pop on the next test, which would be awesome, because that would mean they would go for building actually a Starship that can then do a flight. You know, that's what we all want to see now. We've seen a lot of these cryo tests, and I want to see something with engines on it now. I don't know what you think about it, but yeah. Static fire and short flights with SN3, longer flights with SN4, but spooling up the whole Starship Raptor production line is really what matters. Yeah, that's what he talked about before. So they'll as soon as the tank sections are done, and as soon as the pressure tests are passed, they'll have to have a lot of reliable engines next up, because if you want to make something fly, you need a motor for it. So that would be awesome. Thanks for forwarding the tweets. Yeah, fly baby fly, exactly. I want to see something fly now. The pressure tests were fun, and it's always nice to see tank section being thrown into the marshland of Boca Chica, but something flying would even be a little bit cooler. Yep, Raptors are good now. That's what I heard too. So yeah, this is for all those who came in later. If you see these drag lines here in the mud over there, that's how far the stuff flies from these cryogenic tests. So it passes the street, goes into the marshland right next to it, and the drag lines are from when they pull the stuff out again, because they can't leave it in there, of course, and so they get a tow truck and pull it out, and that's where these lines come from, which is a crazy sight to see, because it's, I mean, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, what I'm telling you. That's the launch site, or the test site right now, and this is how far this stuff goes, just across the street. It's not much, but it's very, very heavy stuff, and it needs a lot of force to move it in a ballistic curve over the road into the mud. It takes a lot of force, trust me. What did he tweet again? You gotta send me the text, because I can't switch to my Twitter app, because I use the phone for something different right now. So keep me updated. And like the stream, yeah. Liking the stream is not just hey, I love this. It's also, if you like this, it goes higher up from the YouTube algorithm is what gave you a notification to start this stream. And if you like the stream, more notifications are being sent out, and it goes higher up, and people are able to see this. So basically you help others if you like the stream, because they'll have an easier time finding it. So press the like button, it doesn't cost anything, and it helps others to find the stream. Thank you. Let me scroll up again. Elon tweeted, yeah, I've seen that. Okay, yeah, so SN3 is gonna do short flights, and SN4 is going to do the longer flights, which sounds awesome to me. That's probably going to be the 20-kilometer thing, or it's not going to. I'm pretty sure it's not going to go orbital. So I think he means with the longer flights, he means 20 kilometers. And with the shorter hops, he might mean something like what we've seen with the Starhopper that is right over there, again, to show you. So he might be planning SN3 for 200 to maybe 500 meters height, and then SN4 to go up to 20, maybe 100 kilometers, of course. That would be awesome. That would be truly awesome. Thank you, Dean. Yeah, that's really nice that Elon just at this moment tweeted this, because that is news for me too. I didn't hear that yet. I just, like 20 minutes ago, talked to Boca Chica gal about this, and she agreed that there is no official news yet. And then, ta-da, here we go. Elon is awake. The rumor has it that he is in Boca Chica right now as well. So he's not, he's probably like 2 or 3 miles, like 5 kilometers away from me right now. But there's of course no way to reach him. And if I don't have an appointment, I'm not the stalker guy who's gonna run after Elon or something. I'm not gonna do that. So I do not have coverage at the production site. I would love to go there with you guys, but the stream's just gonna end, and so yeah, I'm gonna pull up again because there's a car coming in. Don't want to be filming the cars. It's all the workers. There you go. I can film it from the back. That's the workers driving in and out of the facility. Yeah, tweet back and ask for a tour. I would have to end the stream to tweet back to him, so I don't want to do that. And the chances are really, really low that he's going to give me a tour, because there have been others asking. And he, besides the official presentations, where I wasn't there at the time, besides those, it is really hard to get a hold of Elon or get any questions answered or even tours and stuff like that. So I'm going to leave him to his work. It's probably going to be more important than giving me a tour anyway. So yeah, he better do a good job. Elon, if you watch this, we're all with you. You rock. This is awesome what you're doing here. It's incredible to see this, and it's buzzing. It's crazy right now. In a Tesla event right now. Okay, so he's not around. He's constantly here though. Boca Chica gal told me that she even saw him walking in the street before. So yeah, he's becoming a local because this is his focus right now, obviously. Well, he has a lot of focuses, but this is the one probably. I don't know. It would be mine. If I was Elon, this would be top of my list right now. There you see the nice sign saying SpaceX launch site. It's probably a bit blurry for you, but it says SpaceX launch site, which is incredible. There you go. I am his European ambassador, and I'm very, very honored to be his European ambassador because it's quite the thing. If you see this live, it's like I said, if you've got the time, if you've got the money, if you're close at all, do the same I did. Go to the Cape, do the tours there, see it for yourself, see a launch, and then make the flight through Houston to Boca Chica to Brownsville, Texas. You're gonna be surprised to how close you can get to this. It is incredible. You can just stand right next to it. You can't see anything like that at the Cape because everything is an exclusion zone and you can't get closer than 3 or 4 miles. If I threw hard, I could hit the SpaceX launch site sign with a stone from here. That is how close this is. It's incredible. Tell him to invite Felix. Yeah, everybody tweet Elon and tell him I'm outside right now. If he wants to shake hands, I'd be up for that. That's for sure if he's got the time. But there is no official way of reaching him besides Twitter, and he has never replied to me. Everybody has replied to me, but Elon hasn't yet. So yeah, he's a busy man. So that's understandable. The moving cherry picker right now. It's really hard to tell what they're doing there. If this test article was successful, it's probably, well, even that is hard to tell. Yeah, it's really hard to speculate anything. They could integrate this into a larger tank section if it was built exactly the same way the others were. So that would be something they could do because it's already tested and it passed the test. So they could be sure that it would pass another test. But it's really hard to tell if they're going to do that or what they're going to do, or if they're going to build another tank section, or if they're going to integrate this into the top part of a tank section, or whatever. It is really hard to tell right now. I will leave tomorrow. Tomorrow, 6 in the morning, my flight to Houston will take off, and then from Houston I'm going to Orlando, and from Orlando I'm going to Atlanta, and from Atlanta I'm going to Frankfurt, Germany, and I'll be back home, and I'll enjoy a little vacation from my vacation because we've done a lot of stuff here. Sammy, who's already left for Australia, the patron I traveled with on this awesome trip, he has a step counter on his phone. And he looked into the statistics and he saw that we did an average of 8.5 miles per day when we were at the Cape. So we were busy. Like every day we were at the site and checking everything out, doing all the tours and everything. And then right after that we headed down to Texas. And so I'm pretty exhausted now, even though it was a vacation. Thank you for the super chat. Even though it was a vacation, I'm gonna have to relax for 2 or 3 days, and then I'll get right at it with the next episode because I'm really looking forward to showing you all the stuff I saw here. I'm gonna do on the first episode I'm releasing after all of this. We'll have a huge Starship update, of course, because I've missed a lot of stuff and I want to see if all the other YouTubers might have missed something I I might have seen or something like that. So I'm going to do a Starship update. And the second topic on that episode is going to be about Kennedy Space Center. I'm going to fit as much in as I can because I think, and please don't turn it off. I know most of you just show up for the Starship updates, and that's understandable, but Kennedy Space Center is special. And I've done a lot of good footage. I've recorded a lot of good footage, and I'm going to take you on a tour, basically. The same thing I did is what I'm going to try to achieve for you. I'm going to take you on a tour through Kennedy Space Center on one of my episodes. And so that should be something worth your while. So please don't turn it off. Watch the second part, even though it's just about Kennedy Space Center, because it is awesome what you can see there. It really is. Yep, the YN Space Family. I'm just enjoying the view right now and trying to read all the stuff you're writing in the chat. It's really hard to do on the phone though, so I'm very sorry if I'm missing something. It's really just because I missed it, because it's on the left side of my phone screen and it's really hard to see. What do you do for a living besides YouTube? Besides YouTube, I am a father of 3 kids, and I'm a husband to a beautiful wife, and that's all I do. That's my thing. I love the channel, and I put a lot of work into it. It's about 50 to 60 hours per week, so I couldn't do any other job besides YouTube. And the channel, all of you have liked my episodes, so the algorithm has put me up for a lot of people to see. The more you like my stuff, the more impressions I get. That's the YouTube term for somebody seeing my video on YouTube. And the more you like it, and the more you watch it, and the more you comment on it, the higher it goes up. And apparently you people really like what I'm doing. So SpaceX, yeah. So YouTube puts it up a lot. The algorithm picks up all my episodes, and I get a crazy amount of views for such a small number of subscribers. It normally, if it was the usual thing, I would have to have around 50,000 views per episode. But what I'm getting right now is consistently above 100,000. So that is enough to provide for my family. So that's the only thing I do. And I'm really happy about it. I'm happy that you guys really like what I'm doing. And that's why I always say, you people enable me to do this. You people enable me to stand here, to talk about the Starships, to see Cape Canaveral, and to interview people. And it's amazing. Thank you very much. Really. Much appreciated. I wave as I fly through Orlando. Okay. Keep in touch when you come back to Florida, and we will plan something with your wife and kids. I'd love. Oh, Dave, thank you for showing up. Oh, thank you. I'm already missing you. You're such a nice and kind person, and I really appreciate what you've done for me at the Cape, and for showing up at all the meetups I ever did at Cape Canaveral and in Florida. And it was a blast getting to know you. And you can be very sure that I'm going to meet you again. You're a really nice person. Thank you very much. Lunch is on you. Thank you. Thank you very much for the super chat. You're in LA. Actually, Sammy, who I've traveled with, the patron I traveled with, he's flying through LA. So he's on the plane right now to Houston, and from Houston he's on the plane to LA, and from there he's going to travel all the way back to Sydney in Australia. It's everybody we told. It's a funny thing when you go into a gas station or something, and the people pick up my funny accent. And they ask me where I'm from, and then I say I'm from Germany, and I point to Sammy and I say, and he's from Australia. The reaction of everybody was so funny. Every time they were like, what are you doing here? Why are you traveling from so far away? And I'm always like, it's because of those water towers you're building here. These things are really awesome. I mean, look at this. I'm gonna zoom in again here for you to pick up a little more details. They're still just working under it, and it's still really hard to tell what they're doing. I'm gonna walk over here a little bit so you can see them standing there. They have all sorts of concrete covers set up there, but you can see them poking through the hole. You can see them stand there, and there's a lot of them under it right now. And it looks like they're inspecting it. It's hard to tell though. Yeah, I have a slight accent. I definitely do. Yeah, I totally agree on that. 2020 will be an insane year for the space industry. It's not just SpaceX. It's not just the Starship. I know I'm repeating myself, but Blue Origin, watch those people. I've seen their infrastructure at the Cape, and it is huge. It's much bigger than what anybody else is building right there. The launch pad has the highest water tower of all of Cape Canaveral, and the integration facility is huge, and they're even building another hall right next to it right now. I did a lot of footage of that, and I'll show you. I know they haven't launched a rocket into orbit yet, but they will, trust me. So there's not just SpaceX at the Cape, even though Blue Origin is much more secretive about what they're doing, and believe me, I'm the last person to like that, but you have to take it as it is. But they're gonna go far, I'm pretty sure. They are going to go far. The New Glenn is something to watch out for, and it's a huge rocket, and it's going to be lots of fun to see this thing launch. Probably not land, because it's going to land on a barge or a gigantic ship. Actually, it's the ship that Blue Origin is going to use is much bigger than. Of course, I still love you, and just read the instructions. So that's going to be awesome to see from camera, probably. Oh yeah, and I've seen the whole SpaceX fleet at Port Canaveral. That was lots of fun too, to see the drone ships actually close up, and go Discovery, go Navigator, Mystery. Thank you for the super chats. You're so kind. Thank you very much. Team Conroy. Team Conroy. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, I bet you wish you were here. It is really awesome. It really is. It's like I said, if you've got the time, if you can make it down here before they close the highway, it is really worth it. It is really, really worth it. That was the sheriff. I didn't want to film the sheriff. They are doing duty here all day long. Get to the chopper. It is not a tumor. Yeah, I've heard that my Schwarzenegger impression is pretty good. It's just my normal accent though. Jema and Mike are doing just fine. They're just right next to me in the car. They have a Chevy Impala with a V6 350 horsepower engine, and they've been cruising Texas with it, and they're just doing fine. It's Mike's birthday today, by the way. If you want to say happy birthday to Mike, he's one of the centerpieces of my patrons, and he's an awesome guy, and he's very sick right now. So maybe write something that cheers him up. That would be really nice. Would be a fine move. So happy birthday, Mike. He's an awesome guy. He's coming up right now. So let me just switch the camera, and he's gonna look at this, Mike. Everybody's saying happy birthday to you.
Hey!
Wait, switch the camera. There we go, that's Mike.
All right, thank you everybody for this trip. It's been just wonderful. Felix is an awesome
host. You gotta speak into this thing here.
Yeah, I gotta talk over here. Okay. Yeah, this trip has just been wonderful. And all you guys, for all your encouragement and well wishes and everything, I just appreciate it. Thank you very much. You rock, all of you.
There you go. Yep, that's Mike, and he's. I've been spending the last 2 days with him. He's done the trip all the way up from Oregon, and yeah, it's worth it. It's a sight to see, guys. If you can, come down here and check this out. It is just awesome. It's just awesome. Yeah, he's sporting the aviator sunglasses. I told him already that he looks pretty good with those. He's a nice guy. He really is. I've met so many nice people here. It's hard to believe. So many nice people surrounding all this space business. And when I was still watching YouTube videos, like most of you might do, I didn't know that the community was so nice. The rocket enthusiast community is one of the best in the world. Guys, you really rock. What Mike just said is the truth. There are many really nice people. Yeah, and I got that. It's not called Sonnenbrand. Over here it's called Texas rash. I've got a Texas rash. I'm wearing a 100 SPI sun protector right now because yesterday I dared to go into the Texan sun without sun protection. Let me switch the camera again so you can look at this. Look at that on my neck. See this here? That is not my normal color. The Texan sun wasn't kind to me. It burned me a lot. Even though it was overcast, like today, I'm probably going to be roasted again streaming for you, but that's how it is. Yeah, it burned me pretty good. And I'm going to have time to recover from that when I get back to Germany. So I'm still enjoying everything. I got some aloe that I'm going to put on it, and I'm going to try to forget about the Texan rash. That's how it is. I don't see any raptors, no, sadly. I would point the camera at it straight away if I would, but there are no raptors on site right now. Not that I could see. That would be something. No, there are no raptors. Not yet. If they want to do static fires, they'll need the raptors, so they should arrive pretty soon. Or they are already on site and I can't see them. That could well be. It's really hard to tell what they ship in here, and I get the funny comments from people saying that I point out every truck that comes in. But yeah, it's because there could be something really important on these trucks. It's really hard to tell. Sometimes you have cans of Coke and sometimes you have a Raptor engine coming into the SpaceX facilities. So sorry for pointing out all the trucks. I find it really interesting. I'm going to zoom in here again to give you more details on what's on site. But there's some welding equipment over there, and they have the containers where they work and live. Basically, they're on site a lot, of course, all the workers. There's the tank section. There are some construction vehicles over here, and it's hard to tell what's behind this stuff because you can't really see it. I'm also might be walking outside of my reception here, but I'm gonna still try to do it. I'm gonna walk over here and show you the construction site, because see behind the fence, that's the construction site. It's really close to close by. It's just a 2-minute drive down Highway 4. It takes the tank sections a lot longer than a normal car to move out here to the launch site. So it's right next to each other, and yeah, I'm gonna walk over here to see if the reception goes away. Just stay on the channel. I'm walking back, and then the stream comes back. It has a pretty good repair function for lost connections. But this is it, and this is for sale. If you want to have a house right next to the Starship, grab it now. Yeah, I'm gonna lift the camera up a little bit so you can see past the fence easier. But that is the construction site right over there. And it is really, really close to the launch pad. It's just down that road, few curves, and you're here. And as you can see, there's nothing else in the area. There is nothing. I'm just gonna pan a little bit here so you can see this is out in the nowhere. There is nothing surrounding it. Besides Boca Chica village, there is nothing. So it is a pretty perfect spot for SpaceX to build this facility. There you go, there it is, right over there. Yep, all right, I'm gonna walk back again, zoom out a little bit. I could drive to the construction site, but my service on the phone doesn't reach over there, so I would lose connection. I did some recording over there, and I'm gonna show that on an episode, but Boca Chica gal right over there, she's still taking pictures right now, but she doesn't want to be on camera, and I'm going to respect that. So don't ask me if I could show her. I won't. But she's taking pictures right now, and she's much better with that than I am. So I'm just going to use my footage I recorded there to show you what it's like to be right next to this. But she does a much better job than I do with all this. And yeah. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you very much. That's much appreciated. Yeah, and the Texan sun is burning me pretty good again because the cloud coverage, there it is. Look at the glaring, evil sun of Texas. My white German skin is not used to this. I'll have to change when I move to Florida. I'll have to get some tan, but I will. It's going to be pretty quick, probably. You're going to see a lot of difference when I do my first episode again. In Germany, you have to have a comparison. You have to take a comparison of my last episode I did and the first one I did after coming back. It's just we got a lot of sun here in Florida and in Texas, so pretty nice weather they have here. But the sun in Texas is burning. It's crazy, really is. I can't ask them for a piece of Starship. They won't do that. I would love to have a piece, but they won't do it. Okay, so that's it. That's the whole thing. Put on your big Texan hat. I have already done that. You want me to do it again? All right, give me a second. Might be good for against the sun. The problem is it flies around. It is pretty windy today. So there we go. There you go. That is Gene's hat. South Padre. He does a lot of streams here. You might know him. And he gave me this hat yesterday at the meetup. There you go. I'm Texified. Howdy. Yep, and somebody's being told that he can't cross the street again. That happens a lot. There's always tourists trying to get to the other side of the street and they are not allowed to, which is fine with me because you're so close anyway, it doesn't matter. I got the hat. I don't know how to get it to Germany though, because I went to a UPS and they told me it's 320 bucks to ship this, but the guy must have gotten something wrong and I'm gonna go to the US Post Office and check again if they are cheaper, because I won't be able to take this on the plane. This thing is huge. But I want to get it back to Germany. So the temperature is pretty low, but the sun is pretty aggressive. It's windy and slightly overcast, which is the most dangerous you can get when you're because you won't feel the heat. There's a nice breeze and the sun isn't that aggressive, yeah, but then it'll toast you over the day. So I'm gonna take this off again. And yeah, it's an amazing sight. It really is. Let me. How do I do this? Yeah, there you go. That's it. The tank section sitting right there, and you can just go next to it. It's incredible. It's just incredible. It really is. There's the hopper right there, and you can basically. Yeah, I could. It's like a 10 meters or something that you can go close up to it. Yesterday I did the same mistake that all the tourists do. I went to the other side of the road and the security guard didn't immediately find me, so I was able to stand next to it for a minute or so, and it's pretty incredible how close you can get to it. A bit up above the equator, but it's close. It's closer to the equator than Germany is, that's for sure. There we go. And we already have the first sex spot on the channel. How nice is that? I won't go to Mars. I've had that question asked many times before. I've got 3 kids and a wife, and I don't want to leave them. So Mars is going to be a harsh environment, and it's going to be a 2.5 years round trip. And I wouldn't want to miss my family for 2.5 years. Thank you very much for the super chat. Yeah, you're welcome. This is an awesome thing. Oh, Raw Space! Nice of you to show up. Yeah, this is it's awesome. I've done another live stream yesterday, and it is just quite something to just stand next to it and see them work on it. And it's really hard to tell what they're doing, though. I wish I was even closer, but that's how it goes, right? You always want to be that little bit closer to it. They got something detached from it, under it, that was attached before. Might be, and it has nothing to do with the liquid nitrogen, because that was filled from the top. You see that little pin sticking out, and there was a hose going down, and they even isolated it, so insulated it. There you go. And that thing on the bottom doesn't have to do anything with that. Hard to tell. Yeah, they already did the cryo test yesterday evening, and it worked fine. Elon just tweeted that the thrust puck, the famous thrust puck, passed the test, and now SN3 will do small flights, is what he said, I think, and SN4 is going to do the longer flights. And a static fire is coming up again, which is going to be awesome. Yep, you can see the puck right there, exactly. And it passed the test, which is awesome. I'm gonna pan the camera up again. I'm sorry, because there's cars coming by. And I don't want to film them, and they're very happy that I don't want to film them. There's another one. I'm sorry, 1 second. I'm going back down again. There we go. Yep, it's right there. No, it's Samsung Galaxy S10, which does an incredible job filming. You will see that on my episodes. I did not use my DSLR, even though I took it with me. It's just so heavy to carry that thing around if you want to travel these distances every day. So I didn't take it with me. I chose something that Gene, South Padre, gave me. I'm gonna zoom up again and down. That Gene, South Padre, gave me the idea. This is a DJI Osmo Mobile 3 stabilizer, which works just awesome. As you can see how fine I can move the picture. I'm going to the left, I'm going to the right. It's super easy to do, and it has a battery life that is like forever. I charged it once in 10 days of recording, and together with the S10, which has good cameras on it, it does a really, really nice job. Really does. Nearly as far away from the equator as Cape Town. Okay. Yeah. It's a good place to launch rockets, that's for sure. Thing on the bottom, wait, I gotta scroll up. Thing on the bottom is a hydraulic ram to simulate the upward force of the Raptor, and it really is? I didn't know that, thank you. I'll try to get a better view of that thing again. If that is true, thank you very much for the information. That is something I did not know yet. Scrolling down on the chat again here. Oh, the ocean is, yeah, that is something I always had a hard time with too, when I wasn't here live before. You look, the road goes down there, and right in the middle of the cars that are passing, you can see the waves crashing on the coast. So it's really, really close. And thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you. Yeah, it's right there. I haven't been there yet. True rocket nerd as I am, I've only spent my time here. I haven't even been to the beach yet, which I'll have to do later on, because I just want to take a look at the new Space Coast of Texas. I'll have to go down to the beach at least once, but of course I haven't yet. No, this is the interesting part for me. Who cares about a beautiful beach? I don't need that. Yep, there's the hydraulic ram. Awesome, I didn't know it. Yep, to put pressure on the puck. Yeah, could well be. And they've detached it already. It was attached an hour ago, and they're probably getting it off-site away from the launch pad. And then the next step, if they are really doing that, the next step would be to take the tank section off the pad, off the launch mount, and prepare the launch mount for the next test, which is hopefully going to be something bigger. If you wear the hat, you wouldn't have a sunburn. Yeah, you smarty. I got the hat yesterday evening, and I already had the sunburn. And today I'm wearing an SPI 100, which is equally as good as a hat. So the hat is too big. It's windy here. It would fly away. I would actually wear the hat, but it's so big, and it doesn't have a strap under the chin. So it flies away, and I would constantly have to hold it with my hand, and I'm holding something with my hand already, which is this stabilizer. So yeah, I can't really wear it right now. Can you imagine how high a fully stacked Starship? Yeah, I was talking about that with Boca Chica gal earlier. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be like ooh, way up into the sky. It's really, really, really big. I've seen the Saturn V live now, and the Starship is going to be bigger than that, and it's hard to imagine. The Saturn V, let me tell you, is a huge thing. Oh, the flight pressure is 6.4, I think. I'm not too sure off the top of my head, and the safety margin is 8.4, I think, or 5. Yeah. I really don't know the numbers right now because I'm on vacation. Yeah, 8.5 could well be. Yeah, I'm doing the whole stream just with the S10 and it works perfectly. I'm amazed and I'm thankful that I'm cheating here. I have, let me switch the camera again for you. There is a microphone right there, and it is wireless and it is attached to the phone up there. So otherwise I wouldn't be able to, the voice would be really, really bad. The audio would be really bad. And yes, I have a Toyota Camry with leather seats. It's a much better car than the one I had in Florida, even though I had the same class of car. It was a base model, and this one's not a base model. It has a good engine, and it has leather seats, and it has bird shit on the hood, as you can see. Damn, that must have been recent. All right, I don't have to clean it, so all is good. It's a good car, and it's served me well. That's the car. Yep. And this is awesome. I can't get enough of this, even though I have a sunburn and I should be inside. This is just awesome. No, I couldn't get a Tesla. I would have loved to have a Tesla, but there is no place, no rental place that has a Tesla. It would have been really, really insanely expensive. There are some that offer to get the Tesla down there so you can rent it then, but that's like $600 for 2 days of Tesla driving, and that's too much for me. I'm running on a low budget anyway, so I had to deal with the Camry, which is a good car. It served me well, like I said. Bad Kreuznach, yep. That's a place I know. Yeah. Yeah, cryo test was yesterday. It's already done, and I'm pretty sure there's not going to be another cryo test on this tank because the straps are gone, and as we recently learned, hydraulic press to simulate the pressure from the engine on the puck has already been detached, and so I'm pretty sure there's not going to be another test on this tank, or at least not in the near future. Thank you for the super chat, very much. I'll try again. Thank you for centralizing my SpaceX interests. Yep. Thank you very, very much for the support. That's much appreciated, and that's exactly what helps me, what enables me to do this in the first place. If I didn't have my patrons, I wouldn't be able to do anything of this. And so I'm very, very thankful, as I do on every episode. There was another car, I'm sorry. As I say it on every episode, you guys rock, and it's incredible. I would have never thought that this channel goes this far. Gene, are you there? Somebody says South Padre in the house. I didn't read a chat though. Are the employees talkative or prohibited? Yeah, they are prohibited from talking, and I didn't even try because I don't want to endanger their jobs or anything. So, yeah, I was tempted a few times to ask them some questions, but the problem is, if one of them was foolish enough to answer them, they would lose their job, and I'm not going to do that. These guys are heroes, and they shouldn't be tricked into something, and I'm a respectful person, so I'm not going to do it. Greetings back to Vienna. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. That is much appreciated. Will you go to the build site? And thanks. Yeah, will you go to? I would love to. Oh, no, that's not Gene. I thought it was Gene who arrived. I think at least it's not Gene. I would love to go to the build site. The build site is right over there. Maybe you will be able to see it from here. I walked over there before, but the problem is my reception doesn't go. My service, the mobile service, breaks down over there, and I can't stream over there. So I'm stuck with recording down there and streaming here. Well, honestly though, right now the the more interesting part is going on here at the construction site. You can't really see anything. I saw 3 rings stacked, and you can see the new nose cone, and the old serial Mark 1 nose cone is still sitting there, of course. But there's nothing going on there right now. It's all in the tents, and it's really hard to tell what's there. So, and somebody else gave me a super chat. Thanks for all that you do, brother. You're welcome. You're very, very welcome. I'm having a blast with this, and it's awesome. Does Elon know about 24/7 live streams? I am pretty sure he does, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a problem with it either. Elon, especially Elon, is, as you can see on Twitter, he's a person who gets in contact with everybody, who likes to answer questions from anybody who has a question, and I'm pretty sure he's not having big trouble with the live streams. He just has, I think, oh look at that, they're lifting something. I'm sorry for not finishing. It looks like part of the hose they use to put in the liquid nitrogen, or it's a fuel line that's supposed to run up on the launch mount. That could be too. And it is really hard for me to see this chat. Yes, if you have a question, tag me. He's absolutely right, and it was an accident for me to even see his chat. I'm doing this from my phone. I normally, when I do live streams, I have 3 big monitors in front of me at home, and that's a totally different situation than sitting here with a mobile phone and trying to get the view right for you guys, because I'm moving this thing, as you can see, and at the same time trying to spot interesting questions in the chat and so on and so forth. So it's really hard for me to, I'm sorry if I'm missing something. It's not on purpose. I could try to get employed at SpaceX, but I wouldn't want to do it. These guys are having a tough job over there, and I'm having lots of fun doing my episodes. I'm gonna move to the States though, to have a closer view of what's going on at the Cape and in Boca Chica. Or it's not 110% sure yet, but it's 95% sure, I'd say, that we might move to the States, and that will bring me a lot closer to the whole industry, and that'll make the job much easier for me, that's for sure. But I'm not interested in working for SpaceX. They're moving the... Look at that, cherry picker up close. And I'm gonna go back to the, sorry for moving this camera around crazy, because there you go. And sometimes the chat even completely disappears. I don't even know why. Let me just, there you go, there it's back. Do you think the metal rings will be able to hold Starship and fails on wind? I think first of all, when it's going up, it's going to be pressurized, so it's going to be really hard and stiff, and that's not a problem at all. And for the re-entries, they'll have to find a way to stabilize the hull. You can do that with in many different ways, though. You can build structures inside of it. I don't want to keep filming the pipe over there because there's a security guard, and I don't want to really film the security guard, so I'm going to concentrate on this again. There are many different ways in which you can stabilize the hull. Like I said, first of all, you have pressurization, which stabilizes the hull. You have internal structures that you can put in, which stabilizes the hull. And also, stainless steel is pretty tough material. So I wouldn't be so bothered about that. I wouldn't. That's a problem, that will cause a problem in the end. Thank you very much for the super chats. Is that a tank for serial number 2? Will it be taken back to the tent to be stacked, or is this just a test tank? It's hard to tell. Right now it looks like they're getting ready to get it off the launch mount, because they've detached everything, removed the straps and the hose and everything, but it's really hard to tell if they're going to use this thing again. I honestly can't answer it. It would make sense because it's passed the tests, but it would only make sense if it was built to specs in the first place. So it's really hard to tell. I can't tell. I'm sorry. Thank you for the super chat, though. And there's Gene. Gene, why are you chatting with me? You should be down here. Come over. I'm waiting for you. Thank you very much. I've got a hat. And John, thank you for the super chat. If I could get to Mars, I would want to stay and help build the colony. Yeah, that would be something. I don't know. Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know if there are many subscribers who feel the same way. There probably are a few. Yep. Which is understandable because it's of course it's going to be really tough to do, but it's going to be they're welding up there. But it's going to be an adventure for sure. They're welding up there right now. Yep. There we go. These two guys over there are welding. It's blurry. Blurry has a lot of blur in it, but you can see them. Philip Bailey, it is What About It? Ed, what about it? Yes, I still didn't see your chat. I'm sorry, Philip. Thank you for the super chat, Alexander. Yeah, thank you very much. You're welcome. As soon as I pick you up, Philip, it looks... Oh, there we go. Please give me a shout out for posterity and the $10 or the £10. Double Patreon as promised. Thank you very much. Wait. I'm gonna give you a shout out. There you go. You rock. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, there's Gemma sneaking around. Don't worry, it's all good. There we go. Thank you very, very, very much. Yeah, like I said, I'm sorry for missing any chats in here. Really, really hard to do because I'm scrolling with my finger on the display, and yeah, there's Gemma right there. She's a really, really nice person. Her and Mike are a lovely couple, and I'm really, really happy that they joined me here. They're dropping, and great deals to come see Starship fly. Yes! That's actually true. Look at this. They're welding up there. And if I move over here, I'm sorry, now it's covered a little bit with the... There you go. Yep, you can see under it here. And you can see that they've detached the hydraulic press that is under there. There you go. And they're working like crazy. I can at least see three people on top and another 8 to 10 people below it. So they're swarming the place. You can't today. Oh, that's a pity. I would have loved to see you here. Looks like it, yeah. Serial number 3 is the next one. No, you won't see me during demo mission 2 because I'll be in Scotland by the time demo mission 2 launches, I think, and so I won't have the time to come to the Cape again. But I will be in fall. I'll come back for the next Falcon Heavy, and I'll bring the whole family. I'm really looking forward to that. Thank you, Philip. That's much appreciated. Thank you for the support. Wanted to bring my horses so we could stream by horseback. Yeah, next time. Next time will be in fall probably. But I'm already looking forward to it. Gene, you're a nice guy. Thank you very, very much. And I'm filming with the stabilizer you told me to buy, and it works awesome. Thank you very much. Actually hired 250 people over the last weekend. I don't know. The only thing I can tell you is that there is a heap load of cars parked in front of the construction site. It's insane. They are everywhere. The Carls and Ralphs of the world are getting together to build more Starships, and there are a lot of them. Let me tell you that. So yeah, it could be. I don't know how many people are working there right now, but there are a lot of them. It's not that. It's an immense workforce. They're getting together here. That's for sure. Hey, back to Scotland. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Scotland. That's the thing. Move to serial number 3. Yep. Yep. Yeah, my question is not if, but the question is if this obviously is not part of serial number 2, because serial number 2, well, yeah, it could be part of serial number 2. It's really hard to tell right now which is what with all the test articles, but yeah, we'll see if they reuse this. I would love to collaborate with Tim. I had a get-together with him. I had two to 3 hours of time to spend with him at the Cape, and he's a really, really nice guy. I enjoyed the time, and I'm already looking forward to our next meeting. And if there is anything he wants to collaborate with me on, I would be the first person to do it, because his content is awesome, and he's doing a fine job with his research, and it's in depth, and it's really, really nice to watch. And so he would be high up on the list of people I would want to collaborate with. But the problem right now is that there are already quite a few people on the list, so I really need an editor, by the way. If anybody of you knows a good video editor who could do what I do on my episodes, not less and not much more in the beginning, I'm looking for an editor right now, because I'm spending far too much time moving around video and audio snippets, and I could use that time differently, but I'll need an editor for that. So if you know anybody, make them write an email. Maybe the moderators can put the email address in again, and yeah, make sure to write an email to me, and maybe we can do a little test edit or something, because I'm actively right now looking for somebody who can take away a little bit of the work from me, because it is getting insane. 60 hours of work each week, and all spent on moving around video snippets. Yeah, I could spend the time differently. I got interviews coming up, I want to do more collaborations and all that kind of stuff, and it is really, really hard to do with all the editing. Yep, dome's really clean shape, I agree. Looks good. The whole quality has been ramping up quite a bit recently. This is not comparable to Mark 1. I'm sorry, I'm trying to, there you go. That's what's happening under it right now. Lots of people on site. Cape Town, hi to Cape Town. Yeah, I know, Gene, and it would be awesome to have that exhibition in Germany. Hope to see you there. Then I'll take you surfing in the Eisbach. Yeah, that would be something. I'm looking forward to seeing you again. If you ever come to Germany again, make sure to contact me. I'll give you a tour of whatever you want. I know a lot of nice places here, or in Germany. I'm in Texas right now, obviously, but yeah, contact me. It would be awesome. I'll give you Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte and Bratwurst and show you around. Oh, the chat is going real quick. How old are you? Grüße aus Schland. My birthday is on March 24th, and I'm 39, so I'm ticking 40 pretty soon. I was hoping that SpaceX would launch a Starship before that, but it's getting close. Bratwurst, exactly. I do play Kerbal Space Program, but as I said before, I'm looking for an editor right now for a reason, because I don't have that much time right now. I'm really spending a lot of time editing episodes, and I would love to do more research and script writing and interviews and all that kind of stuff, and playing is not up on the list right now. I played a lot of Kerbal Space Program before I started the channel, and now the time is being spent mostly on doing this crazy stuff. And I gotta say, I love it more than Kerbal Space Program. I did see the last Falcon 9 launch, CRS-20, and oh, Gene is calling me, ha ha. Okay, I'm sorry, that was Lab Padre calling in. He called me on the phone, And we wanted to do a plane flight today, but that's not going to happen because it was really, really short notice. And so we'll have to do that next time. But he says hi, and well, I'm going to call him again tonight probably. I'm sorry for shaking around that much. There we go. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. I've never played EVE Online, no. I've played a lot of MMOs when I was still playing a lot, and a lot of shooter games. A big Battlefield fan, or was Battlefield 1942, Battlefield 2, Battlefield 3, and then it already got less and less because I had more time with the family and with work and all that kind of stuff. So I'm a busy man right now, and yeah, there you are, Lewis. He called right into the stream. Awesome. Yeah, that happens when you do live stuff. So yeah, we'll call later again, Gene. Lewis, I'm sorry for messing this up because I have both of your numbers, but I've set the wrong names. So I'll have to switch that around. When Lewis called, it popped up on the display as Gene. And I was like, hey, Gene. No, it's Lewis. So we'll get that sorted later. And yeah, we can call again later, and don't worry about that. It was really short notice, so that was to be expected. It would have been nice, but it's okay. I would love to do an interview with Elon, but he hasn't contacted me yet, so I can't say anything about that. If he contacts me, I will do an interview with him, that's for sure, because he's a really, really awesome guy, and I would love to ask him a few questions, of course. That's for sure. And another Space Nut is absolutely right. If you don't follow me yet on Twitter, I've posted a lot of pictures and small videos and all that kind of stuff on Twitter about my travels, because YouTube doesn't really give me a format to do this. I could do live videos and that kind of stuff, or community posts, but it is much more convenient to do that on Twitter. So I normally do that on Twitter. So if you don't follow me yet, follow me on Twitter. You'll find a lot of pictures there. Yeah, serial number 3 launch dates, guesses. Okay, I'll play the game. So right now they have nothing, basically. They have a nose cone, and we don't know if they're even going to use that. If they are using that nose cone that they're sitting there, the half-finished nose cone they have already. Today is the 9th. Yeah, April 1st. Yeah, April 1st sounds like a good guess. Maybe shortly after my birthday. That would be awesome. That would be something. Yep, I'd say about 4 weeks or so. That could be realistic, because they build these tank sections insanely fast now. And if they have all the parts, if they have the engine, and if they have the canards and the bottom fins and everything ready, April 1st. If they don't, put on another month, because that stuff takes a long time. No, Elon didn't show up at the meetup, which was to be expected. And which is fine, because he's a busy man. Thank you, Dwayne. Yeah, I've been enjoying my time here in the States for sure. It's awesome, and it's lots of fun, and people are already looking at me because I'm filming the tank section, and they don't want to drive by with the cars, and so they stop the car and smile at me, and I'm like, go, all good. Coronavirus, don't get me started on that thing. I think it's stupid. It's not stupid. Of course, it's a dangerous thing, but any flu is too. And flus cause death if you don't have the right medical service at hand. And so I actually don't know why people go so crazy about Corona right now. We have had the flu for thousands of years, and now everybody's like, oh my God, get all the toilet paper. It's really strange to me. It's going on in Germany too. People are going crazy about it, and I hope I'm just gonna have a nice flight back to Germany. I'm healthy, all is good. Yeah, it was. it is a big moment to be here for the first time, that's for sure. Yeah, the flu actually kills more people, exactly. I don't want to get political here, but I think all the panic going on and the media exaggerating the thing is, yeah, kind of, well, it's over-exaggerated, in my opinion. Oh, no, there you go. Yeah, Corona went, that's a cool, yeah, thank you, Corona went viral. Oh, I've got a plan for my April Fool's episode, don't worry, it's gonna be fun. I've been thinking about it for a while. From Turkey, thank you very much. I've been to Turkey before, lovely country, thank you. Switzerland, Schweiz, thank you. No, it's not an engine bay bell. It is, I didn't even know that. Somebody said that on the chat, which is really, really nice. I already forgot the name, but thank you very much for the info. It is a hydraulic press that is supposed to simulate pressure on the engine puck, on the puck that was causing the trouble, and is supposed to simulate pressure coming up from the Raptor engine on ignition. So that's the thing down there. I'm gonna zoom in again a little bit more here. It's really blurry though. Sorry for that, but that's the hydraulic press right in the middle. Between those two girders in the middle, that's the hydraulic press. From Israel, Denmark, thank you very much. Yeah, my daughter is she constantly wants to do episodes, that's for sure. She's such a cutie with that. She always says, oh, Daddy's doing another rocket thing. And she always wants to be in front of the camera. Maybe I'll find something for her to do. That would be nice, yes. From Mexico, the Netherlands, Sweden, another one from the Netherlands. Thank you all for showing up. It is much appreciated. I'm gonna zoom out again here so it is not that blurry, but that might be too much. Let me just go like this. Romania, very nice. Lots of people from Europe, cool. Belgium, Norway, France, Belgium. Hey, there's a lot of people from Europe here. Croatia, Sweden again, Germany, US, there's the first one from US. Brazil, that's America too, very nice. Poland. Oh wow. Midwest, there you go. Malta. Baltimore. Oh yeah. Awesome, thank you. Canada, Philippines, Austria, California, Texas, there you go, you're right next to me then. New York, lovely place. I've been to New York 3 times in my life. Yeah, the world is watching this. Right there, the world is watching this, and I can understand why they're doing that. Hungary, New Hampshire, London, very nice, cool. How do you feel not being part of the EU anymore? Just joking. Mars, there you go. Michigan, Czech Republic, so cool. Thank you all for showing up. This is awesome. All right, I think I'm gonna wrap it up now because a lot of people have shown up and left again and whatever while I was doing the live stream. Everybody wants to shake my hand. I'm not used to it, and I will never be used to it. In the States here, everybody seems to know me, and so I'm gonna try to get out of the sun because this is really getting somewhere, and I'm not doing the Elon dance.
Oh look, there's Felix.
Yeah, there's Felix, exactly. So I'm going to wrap this up now. There seems to be not much activity going on there right now anyway. It seems like they're taking it down. And we're going to have to wait for serial number 3.
Venting.
And Mike's making fun in the background.
No, it is. It's venting. You got steam. It's just a truck purging.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, but that is interesting. Give me a second. Live venting from Boca Chica. Look at this. That's a tank there, venting there, or the truck that went in. That could be too. There we go. There's a lot of stuff happening here. There's a lot of stuff happening here. All right, like I said, I'm gonna wrap it up now because I've been streaming for a while and I've really got to get out of the sun here. And so thank you very, very much for showing up. Thank you for watching my episodes. Thank you for supporting me. I'm even gonna take off the sunglasses so you can see my eyes because I think it's more polite. So where's the camera? There it is. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for liking the stream, for supporting me so much. This enables me to do what I'm doing right now, and it is awesome. And I would have never thought that this channel would go so far. And I'm really happy. Thank you very much. And I'm gonna leave you with this now. I might do another live stream tonight, but that's probably going to be for the US folks more because everybody else is going to be asleep probably. But I can't promise that yet because, well, we'll have to see. We're getting something to eat now because we only had breakfast in the morning and that's been a while. And yeah, thank you all very much. You people rock, and I'll be seeing you soon. I'll travel back to Germany tomorrow. So bye bye.